Hi, I'm Brad. We are at Horizon Fitness today in Madison, Wisconsin. Rachel and myself. I'm the owner of Treadmill-Ratings-Reviews, one of the contributors to the site. Appreciate you sharing your time with us today. So we're at the headquarters, as I mentioned, of Johnson. You take a look. This is their testing room, so to speak, where a lot of the employees come to try out equipment. And so what we want to do is just go over a little bit of equipment with you today. So I tell you guys, I've really been impressed with the reception that our team has received since we've been here to Johnson. From the reception area of Diane at the front, to Brenda who greeted us, to Matt who took us through the product, and Jenny, and just the entire team and the organization at Johnson has really been sort of an overwhelming experience, at least on my part. The vision of Johnson is something to talk about, and we'll touch on that for just a minute, because once you're buying a piece of equipment, it's not just about, talking about the nuts and the bolts of the treadmill and the deck and the features and things like that, but it really takes a company as a whole. So that's what you're buying, not only the components of the treadmill, but the people that stand behind it from the everyday use. As Rachel and I were walking through the facility, one of the things, too, that I was impressed with about Johnson was the customer service. Some of the brands that we review and other manufacturers, we hear riddled complaints of the customer service or after the fact. What happens when the belt goes awry, on your treadmill, or the bearings are not working properly, or you're having trouble with the digital readout. And that's really important. I can tell you that Johnson is the best of the best when it comes to that. So in order to become a customer service rep for Johnson, they're not going to just give you a manual and say, okay, here's your manual, here's your phone, answer it, and try to take care of those questions. The folks here have to go through a rigorous vetting process, so to speak, so that if you do have a problem with your machine, you can certainly get that taken care of quickly and get you satisfied. So just keep in mind that warranties are really only as good as the people that you're buying that product from, okay? So if you have a product that carries a 5-year warranty or a 7-year warranty, 2 years parts and labor, it's really not any good if you can't get the people to fix it. And so that's one thing that we want to point out about Johnson, is that they truly do stand behind their product and their vision. The facility, I've been really impressed with the facility here. It just shows the atmosphere of the folks, the dedication to the team. Folks are walking around here and they're all fit, much more than myself, but they truly care. As a corporate, they care about their employees. And the reason I mention that is if you get a company that cares about the well-being of the family and the employees that work there, guess what? They also care about you too, and your family and your well-being. And so that's evident throughout Johnson, the entire team and the entire organization. I just can't stress that enough. One of the questions that we get at Treadmill-Ratings-Reviews frequently is, Brad, how long does it take to assemble this product? And so that was one of the things that we've been focused on here today in our review process to help you guys out. Because if you're like me, the last thing that I want to do, I hate, and I stress the word abhor, when my wife purchases a product and she says, honey, she gives me that smile, you have to put this together. I'm like, oh my gosh, really? I don't want to put it together. Again, the team at Johnson, the engineers, we've been talking to those guys, the product development staff, because I want to know, how long is it going to take me to put this thing together once it arrives at my home, right? And that is something that they're really on their game. From the instruction manuals to the step-by-step that it takes to go through from point A to point B. One of the machines that we'll be looking at today is a 3-step assembly process, guaranteed 15 minutes or less. I said, you have to be kidding me. Yes, 15 minutes or less, as an idiot like me can put together the equipment. So it does depend on the particular make and the model of the machine as to the assembly that's required, but I can tell you, in comparison to the industry and some of the competition out there, you'll find that Johnson equipment goes together better, hands down, than the majority out there. So we've got many brands. We talk about Johnson. So Johnson is the corporate. It was started by Peter and his son many years ago. And you know, at treadmill-ratings-reviews and fitnessequipmentsource.com, which is another site where we review ellipticals on, we've been a little bit biased against Horizon over the years and some of the products. I can tell you guys, in the last couple to 3 years, they've really stepped up their game. I mean, a transformation has happened. They decided all of a sudden, hey, we want to be a leader in the fitness equipment industry, and we're going to put together the brightest team in the world to do that. The best engineers, we're going to make the best product, we're going to offer the best customer service to our clients, and this is how we're going to achieve that. And so as we're visiting today versus being at Johnson in years past, we see just a huge transformation that has taken place. So now we have a company that's not just another company in the fitness business, but wow, they are the company in the fitness equipment business. The top 3 largest manufacturers in the world in the industry, Johnson will be in that top 3, and I can tell you the difference between the 3. If you're interested in that info, there's only about 15% difference from number 3 to number 1. So look in the next 2 years for Johnson to take over that top spot, because what's happening is now the folks that are actually at the top are on a decline in market share. Johnson is on an upward climb. So you'll see more of Johnson equipment, and those brands include of course, we have Matrix, which you may be familiar with at your gym or hotel that you stay at. That's a commercial line of equipment where you'll find that. It is the best of the best, the Matrix line. Today, we will be reviewing the Horizon line, which is the retail, consumer, residential use, and then, of course, also Vision. And Vision is available in fitness specialty stores across the U.S. and various places, but it's also going to be available now on e-commerce. So you can actually own a Vision brand or in your home. So